You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Insane action. That punch landed. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
And this with that jab. Hook. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They exchange punches. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope
this round. Get your mind back.
And there's the bell for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. There's a counter shot. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. going to see a jab from these two. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Come on, you let him back into this.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to trade shots. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Catch and shoot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Got out of the way of that right hook. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Yeah, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
So just keep him on the end of this. Go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, start just.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Missing with that right hook. Hey, those punches add up. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, boxing. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? These two were made for each other. How about that time counter shot? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Beautiful counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us. And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well done with that counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Caution being thrown to the wind. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Mind on the job.
Let's start the sixth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Beautiful counter punch. Quick punch scores. You'd like to see more jabs. They're both trying for a knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These two fighters are made for one another. Straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
The jab's working nice. Round. Don't worry about that round.
Here comes round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That counter punch caught him clean. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. They both want the knockout. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.